Hello guys, and welcome back to another video with me, Aguilar. Well, I have made another purchase for anyone who has seen the Assassin's Creed film, movie, whatever term you want. And it seems I wasn't aware that they released one of these. Probably the reason why I didn't know about it was there wasn't an awful lot of babble about it, and it wasn't a game, so I wasn't completely sure if they would bring one out. But anyway, so I got one. Cut the tag out the way already, but I haven't exactly opened this yet, so yeah, it's another sandwich sort of thing. I guess the same as Unity's. Yeah, apart from the chosen, I think a little bit more rigid plastic. But anyway, it seems like we've got actually a basin here. So this actually has a stand on it, or something along those lines. And also it smelled kind of funky when I first got this open. Oh, okay. Well, not quite a stand, but they're giving us like a little piece of plastic for it to sit on. And it's like a scissor plastic sort of piece. Oh, that also reminds me. I got that in the packet as well. Some sort of crazy rabbit sweet stuff, which is interesting. But anyway, I'm just going to remove that. Have a look at the detail on this thing. I can tell you, unlike the other ones, this feels like it's actually made out of rubber rather than plastic. Could still be plastic, but it's a lot more rubberized. For example, if you take the last one, which was the Assassin's Creed Syndicate, this is rather moldable plastic, but it's still plastic. And in some places it's pretty hard, obviously. But this... very soft indeed. And it's all one piece. Unlike in all the others, which had the hidden blade separate, which you could attach separately if you wanted, or you have to do some folding magic shit in order to get it on. Assassin's Creed Unity's Phantom Blade, for example. This one's all one. It's actually attached. So it looks like it would be a simple just slip on, although it doesn't look like you could tighten it much, since the only thing that holds it on are like these little strings on these rubber tassels, or toggles I should say, sorry. So I'm gonna fiddle around and let you know what I find out about this thing. Alright then, so review pretty much, quite a simple blade really, which has quite a few moving parts. There's let's see, you've got the lock here and the release here. Now, unlike in the last ones, you can not just activate this once you get it out of the box, you have to remove the lock first. This is also the shortest hidden blade I've seen. This doesn't even come past my hand, barely even goes past my finger line. Which pretty much, there's one sort of thing with this. The locking pin is quite hard, so actually you could just have this kind of like sort of jumping back out. If anyone remembers like this really cheap child play knives that had a spring in it, so they would spring the blade back so you could stab people with it. Yeah, Don't know what happened to those. I think it's because they didn't really save people from stabbing themselves a little bit or going for the eyes. Which, of course, this says do not shoot anywhere near someone's face or eyes, like all the others. Although, this one has a 14 age plus stamp on it. I think most of the others are all 17 plus, which is interesting. But on to the other sorts of thing. Blade does get a bit stuck and it wiggles around. The detailing itself, though, is pretty good. And it has the problem which the last tin blade I reviewed had, which is you can see the spring through the slot. I don't even know why they bother putting a slot in these sorts of things. Maybe it's to make it look kind of cool, but they could have the same effect just by putting a piece of plastic across there, or I don't know. But anyway, the blade does tend to get a little stuck, and this thing doesn't do anything. I think it would have been a very cool feature for them to have tried to have used this to sort of latch onto the blade and pull it back down again, so we didn't have to do this. But so far it's just a moving piece that does nothing as far as I can tell. The actual bracer itself is pretty interesting. What we do pretty much here is you remove these little strings from the rubber tassels. It can be a little fiddly. But this isn't the main way the bracer actually fastens. The actual way it fastens is Velcro, which I think is actually a pretty good idea. Yet this is how flimsy the leather is. Leather. It's supposed to be leather, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's rubber like plastic. But anyway, yeah. Even the inside seems to be pretty decently textured in some areas. But, of course, it does have to contain a bit of branding, but it's very, very faint right here. So far, what I can say is this is actually pretty damn good. This was on sale at Comic-Con for £50. I don't know in America what the pricing would be, but on the Ubisoft website, it is in fact, I think it was about just under £40, and that was with the shipping to me as well. So much more value if you get it from the Ubisoft website itself. So there's that bit of advice, I guess. But yeah, overall, I like it. Yes, the hidden blade I'm not too happy with. Too short, gets stuck, has a nasty squeal, and I can see the spring through it. And I would really like this to actually have a function. But yeah, pretty much. Pretty good buy.